Well, hey, today we are going to talk about what are the qualifications for a marriage mentor. And again, I have Corey and Rhonda in the studio to talk about that because you guys are our veteran marriage mentors, so you know everything. Right. So if anyone is qualified to do this, it's you. Okay, so let's talk for a few minutes, all joking aside. Yes. This is really important for you guys as you think about being a marriage mentor, and I'm sure a lot of you are asking the question, well, what qualifies us to be able to do it? So Corey and Rhonda, share with us, when someone approached you at your church to be a marriage mentor, what did you go and do to prep?
To be honest with you, when we were first approached, my first thought was, I'm not qualified to do this. I really don't think we're the right couple for this. Find the perfect marriage couple out there and then they'll do it.
Yes.
And then once I realized, the resources are all laid out and it's not counseling, it's just walking somebody through another marriage and that's...
Then you were more open to it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so did you guys go through a training? What did you do?
We did. We went through the Marriage Basics training, the Marriage 101, just using those resources and learning how to use PursueGOD.org.
Great.
Just all the resources that we had there. So.
Excellent. Yeah, so I think this is what's important. We have this training, this is prepping you right now for what marriage mentor training is. But the key is that you guys went through also Marriage Basics, which is our 3-lesson series that's kind of the foundational series for all of our marriage resources at Pursue God. Right. That talks about love, talks about trust, and communication. And so you guys went through that with the ministry leader at your campus.
Yes.
And then at some point did they say, great, now we'll find you a couple and go do your thing?
Yes, so that
exactly
and we are looking for people that would want mentoring also. So yes, it works.
So both and. So sometimes you'll hear of a couple, you're talking on a Sunday morning or something, you're like, well, we could meet with you guys.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so the important thing is that they went through the training, you went through Marriage Basics, and then in some form or fashion you were connected with another couple.
Right.
And then why don't you guys just describe what as far as in your relationship, when you said earlier, like find someone with a perfect marriage. Do you have a perfect marriage, Rhonda?
No, and nobody does.
Okay.
And that's the point of this, is that we're just a couple that has agreed to step out and help other couples. And that's really what marriage mentoring is.
So it's not about you guys had to be perfect first.
No, not at all.
No.
But we do have a healthy...
You need to be plugged into your church. That's important.
Yes.
So and know the resources. And that's something that you can be trained on, so that's good. Plugged in, like we had mentioned. And then we worked on our communication skills. It's interesting when you go into a room with someone and they're going to start telling you intimate things.
Right.
It's a good relationship builder for us as much as it is for them.
Right, exactly. Okay, so just the last part of as far as feeling qualified.
Yeah.
How does Pursue God help you, and what are the specific resources that people can go to that you know that when you go into any meeting with a couple, you know what you're doing? Why?
Pursue God is vast, and so it doesn't matter what topic comes up in there. There's something on Pursue God to help you with that, which is kind of a safety blanket for us,
absolutely,
if you will. Right. So we're sitting there. I don't have to try to come up with everything off the top of my head, and neither does Rhonda. There are resources that we can go to, and more specifically, Marriage 101 is awesome.
Yeah,
it's got the 10 different videos laid out. It has Marriage Basics intertwined into it.
Yes,
that helps out because it gives you a map to go by.
Correct.
Right. So now when you walk in there, you have an idea. All right, we can do these things.
Right.
And if we need to deviate, that's okay because the like I said, the vastness.
There's another topic that can help.
And we almost always deviate a little bit. I mean, every couple's a little bit different.
Absolutely.
And that's the great thing. It's a really good foundation.
Yes.
To lead us in conversation.
That's great. Yeah, and I think that's important for people to hear as far as the qualifications piece, that the tools are there at the ready, that you guys don't go in and feel like you have to willy-nilly or make stuff up, or what do we talk about today? You guys go in with a pre-chosen topic from Pursue God, and that launches the conversation. You use the questions.
Right.
And there you go, right? And then as the conversation goes where it goes.
Yes.
And then
it always does.
And it always does. And so maybe something comes up in the course of the conversation, you're like, we need to do a topic on budgeting next week, ASAP.
Right.
Okay, that's excellent.
And before you even go in there, you can look at, the mentoring.
Yes.
There's information in there for mentors.
That's right.
So that is extremely helpful. You feel like you've got a lot of things going for you when you walk into the room.
That's great. Okay, so this is important. Your qualifications are you are a healthy couple that works at your marriage on a daily basis, not perfect, but you're working on your marriage. You've gone through marriage basics and this training with somebody, and then of course learning how to use Pursue God is going to be a part of what qualifies you. Get familiar with the start pages, specifically the marriage start page. Go on there, you will see every series for marriage there, including marriage basics. You will find every topic that we have on Pursue God that's regarding marriage on that start page, and the Marriage 101 that you guys mentioned a few minutes ago. So it's all there for you. That's what helps you to feel qualified to go in and talk with a couple, because the tool helps to lead the conversation.
Exactly.
Excellent. Okay, so use the questions below. Talk about this with somebody and get ready to think about, as you're going through this, you're getting qualified. You can be qualified to do this. It could be a great blessing to not only you and your own marriage, but to somebody else that you choose to help. And we'll see you in the next video.